Hello and welcome back to Age of Wonders 3. One thing I should have probably mentioned in the previous part, because I do approach this game as a play-by-email player, I intend to play out the combat in this game by the same rules as play-by-email. Which means I will be doing manual battles against the neutrals, but if the neutrals attack me, I'm just going to do an auto battle. And likewise, if any interaction I have with the AI, I will treat as another player. So I will be doing auto battle against all of the AI. Just gonna get that out there from the beginning. Alright. We're still quite injured. He can't make it here. Alright. A bit overkill having everybody all here at once, but I could grab the tent. The reason I didn't do that is that this tent, cartographer tent, reveals a portion of the strategic map. Specifically what that means is it will reveal the location of a city to me. And I know that you always have one small outpost of the same race as your starting race nearby your city. However, since we've already discovered that, we can probably just grab this. Yeah, still pretty close, but not something I would have found too soon on my own. It looks like it's a couple of days down this way. And I see a pyramid, so that's a Tigran city. Okay. The cat's there. Alright. This isn't terribly efficient to be doing this. Units do cost upkeep. This untouchable costs me 4 gold a turn. And yeah, I'm technically making a profit in the short term by mining all of these, but in the long term I'm going to be sending him off as a scout, and on turn 6, which we're currently on turn 4, a bunch of hostile brigand parties are going to spawn on the map, which is going to make everything much harder to deal with. They're probably going to kill my independent little scouting units. Alright, so we attacked with both parties again. This time, turn these up. I'm going to use the raiders as a scout later, so when they survive the battle, which they really should. There's not really any reason I should lose this. Goblin engineer, what's your special? The thing, like every race. So I talked to the first part about how races and classes are different. But this is one way in which your race flavors your class. So the engineer is a dreadnought unit, the basic dreadnought unit, but because it's a biological unit, it's not a machine, or a summoned unit, or an undead, or anything like that. It has a racial component to it. So you can see that the Goblin engineers, they do blight damage in addition to their physical and fire damage. Overall, their damage is probably a little bit higher, but it's going to be less physical and fire than standard. I can check that in a moment, because there's another one. Also, inflict noxious vulnerability. There's a chance that they'll make people weak to... it doesn't make them weak to blight, actually. It just makes them... Well, I guess -2 resistance is weakness to blight, but it's weakness to everything. Okay. Yeah, so 656 is what the blunderbuss is looking like for the engineer. What about the orc engineer? Yeah, 7 and 8. Okay, so it's actually the same damage overall. And yeah, last time we had the bleeding effect caused by the razor projectiles. That's one of the things with the orcs. They don't make the best archers, but their ranged weapons do cause you to bleed over time sometimes. So that is something to be cautious of. And then the other two, we've got the prospector who's ranged, and the sun guard, who is only tier 1, but this is comparable to our tier 2 pikemen here, I would say. This is one of the best tier 1 units in the game. Alright, well, we're gonna regroup. Make them come to us. Oh yeah, we'll run you in the back. Okay, we'll move you first so that you don't end up blocking. You are really injured, so we want to keep you. We want to keep you back. Right, you're gonna shoot this turn. Oh, it's not bad damage. Flash bomb. Oh yeah, so the orc's causing that bleed effect. Oh, and you guys are really spreading out here, so this will be pretty easy. I should be able to pick off two of you. So do I want to charge you? I really don't want you firing that blunderbuss because you do quite a bit of damage. I mean, I'll survive it, but let's see. From here, you have a range of 3. Further than that with the blunderbuss. Can't use it while engaged, can you? It doesn't say. So I guess you can. I guess that makes sense because it is a close range weapon. Okay, well in that case, the furthest you can move is here, where you could nuke a bunch of people this way. So let's just keep out of range. Okay, level up. Very nice. And yeah, that'll kill you because no range penalty at all on the druid, the longbow, and level up for the leader as well. Alright, so yeah, you could blast this. You know what? That is totally fine. How about you blast... You move here and blast the butcher. Oh. Thank you for that, Windows. Okay. And we'll just keep these in the back. So again, the strategy is always to... bleeding. It's fine. The strategy is always to do as much with the heroes as possible, so that they can get their experience. You can only level up once per battle. This is something that was patched fairly early on by, like, the official patch, not the balance patch, because you had people doing silly things like leveling up heroes 3 or 4 times in one battle. But the patch lowers the experience gain pretty significantly, so that's no longer a possibility. Alright, well, I guess ideally you would attack the raider. Sorry, oh, I call these raiders. They're marauders. Raiders are the frostling equivalent, I guess. Oh yeah, so we'll move you back. Get you as close as you can. You're going to attack one of these, probably. Yeah, this thing has so many crazy abilities. Guard Breaker stops the opponents from getting their guard bonus after the first hit. Sun Shield makes it so that they are heavily resistant to... I guess it's better than a regular shield. It gives them fire resistance and also greater protection from non-flanking attacks and also range attacks. And then they're a pikeman. They're a pikeman unit with a shield. Like, our guys, but we've got 9 defense and no shield. Our pikes are not nearly as good. They're also more expensive because they're higher tier. But, yeah, anyway. You guys, you're gonna move here and then you're gonna flashbang me. Okay. So, I guess we do the usual. We do the same thing here. Do we care if we get less damage? That's fine. We'll take the half. Because... oh, we might not do it. Okay, we got it. Needed to just not get minimum damage on 1 hit. Yeah, and I am prioritizing the experience on my main hero over the... on my leader over the other character. Blinded. Okay, well that's a little bit of a problem, because you can't use your range attack anymore, or cast spells. Oh, you can use your range attack. Right, okay, yeah, that makes sense. You can only use it up close. I think... 8, 16, 24, okay, that's not going to be quite enough. Okay, well what we're actually going to do then is we're going to move you up here. And we're just going to attack. Okay, minimum damage. Unfortunate. Yeah. If we want to finish off the engineer, I guess we're going to have to do it with you. We'll take 3 shots just to make sure. We're not flanking after the first shot. That means we have to attack you with these units. That's unfortunate. A target has first strike and does just as much damage as me. It's not going to kill me, though. How are you guys doing for experience? 2. 7. Okay, we'll get the level on you. Which, whoops, gets you... Yeah. You're out of actions now. I can just attack you with whoever. You have lifesteal and you're really hurt, so let's... unfortunately, we did kill you in 1 hit. Alright, so we got a bunch of levels off of that. That's really nice. This is now also this is now cleared, which means that when our boundary expands in 2 turns, we get that extra production, which is nice. And we've already cleared that one, so I guess... Oh, I don't want to fight that. That might be okay. There's some stuff up there. Anything around here? It's fairies. I'd like to have a swarm darter before we do that. Now, here's the raider. Yeah, Frostling. With our numbers, I think we can take that. I'm mostly concerned about these because their Throw Ice Ball ability has a chance of freezing somebody so that they can't act for a couple of turns, which is really annoying. You're a little bit dangerous as well. Second tier priest unit. But regardless, the thing that we really need to be doing is resting, because we are really injured. Alright, so we got the... we'll just leave you guys around right here, I guess. Alright, upgrade our leader. So level up, 5 points. Any second level abilities that I really care about? Not especially. I could grab Warm at Night. Would be kind of funny. Let's give everybody 40% cold resist. That's a bit silly to grab just for 1 neutral Frostling encounter, though. Same with Spirit of the Land. I will probably grab both of those eventually. +1 resistance. Yeah. Features resistance. So this is a leadership ability. So while my hero is the leader of the stack, everybody in the stack gets that bonus. Now, if you have multiple heroes that both have leadership abilities, it's only going to choose the first one. The leader takes precedence over heroes, and aside from that, if you have multiple heroes, it'll take the one with the most leadership abilities. With one more, we could go range strength, just increase your damage slightly, or defense. I'm a pretty big fan of defense, but you haven't taken any damage at all yet. So I think we'll go range strength. Increase your bow. And here... Yeah, so as a sorcerer, I'd have charged army, I could increase everybody's lightning damage. Magic affinity is the same sort of thing. A harmonizing energy, that's the heal I was talking about, which we didn't start with. Do I care about any of these? I kinda don't. I guess we'll just do defense twice. And resistance once. Increase your overall defenses, because you get attacked a lot. And at level 3 you should have better options. Okay, we don't have any more casting points for this turn. Well, let's just leave it at that. Alright. Yeah, you're fully healed. You're getting there. Yeah, we're just gonna sweep down this way. Oh, interesting. With the way that this is positioned, we can only attack it with one army. That's pretty nasty. Alright, so this is a gold mine. There's no enchantment in effect here. Unlike the choking gas on the previous round. They're also just gonna sit back and not do anything. Okay. That's fine. So one issue that we have as goblins is that our resistance is not the best. So you can see we have low resistance, low health. Let's kind of move everybody up together. If we don't do any damage at all for 6 rounds, I think it is, then the battle will just end with us losing as the attacker. We'll be forced to retreat, which will drain all our movement points on the main map. Alright, well... what we're gonna do here... we're gonna cast Magic Fist. So this is gonna use up 10 of our mana, and 10 of our casting points. Now our heroes have separate casting points, but they share the same global mana pool. So this will cast a spell, and the reason I'm doing this is I'm hoping that this will bait them into attacking me, because I've done damage to them. No. Let's do that again. We can kill the White Witch, that'll be really good. So the White Witch has a pretty nasty Frozen Flames enchantment. Are they going to attack now? Now that we've killed someone? Yeah, now that we've killed someone, they've been triggered to act. But they've also just lost their best range unit, so this is really good for us. This is very much about abusing the AI. That resisted there for Ice Ball means that we're not frozen, so we still get to act normally. Ranged penalty, okay, that's fine. But we're gonna... So this is a good fight for our Sorcerer, because... look at all this experience. Because we got the experience for killing the Sorcerers, or the White Witch as well. Make it up a little bit on our hero as well. We'll guard this, but they're not going to come this way. They're going to come around this way. Yeah, going for the leader. Leader's frozen. No more experience for you this fight. That's unfortunate. Unless I wanted to stall for 2 turns. Also, while frozen, you don't get it. Your defense is a lot lower. It's just terrible. Being frozen is terrible. Not take any action. But you resist fire and cold damage, which is kind of funny, I guess. But I guess this is going to be a fight for the Sorcerer to level up. That's fine. So the Ice Scapers are not that strong in combat. You... Oh, do you not see through the... Oh no, there's a stalagmite there. That's what it is. Okay. Well, in that case, let's move you here. Yeah, that's much better. Oh, level 3. Nice. Yeah, gotta get those levels. And we'll get the... Oh, you're not the one that has the heal. That's fine. Did I miss one of my units? Oh no, you're up here. You're also mine. That's where my second butcher is. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, you can see I don't take that much damage. Oh. With this transparency, I'm having trouble seeing this obstacle. That's fine. We'll charge around here. The warg some experience, which is nice. And also get a flank, which means that you can attack without being retaliated against. Get the lifesteal, and win the fight. No problem. We did waste 20 mana, so That did actually have a cost to it, but it's fine. As expected, the Night Watch there, who is invisible. Do we want to go for this after this? Blight protection, I mostly do physical. I don't have any blight in my army at the moment. You're not that strong. And Disgusting Stench, goblins are immune to it. Yeah, Poison Spit. I don't think the Blight Elemental is too much of an issue. It's mostly the Berserkers, honestly. They might be the only non-mounted unit in the game with charge. We can take it. I don't think I want to, though. Not right now. Well, actually, my spears should cancel. Oh, 2 Jesters. Yeah, the spears will cancel out the enemy's charge ability. So the Jesters, they have fireworks. This is an AoE. If I click on it, it won't show the. Oh, there we go. Why does it show only up on the obstacle but not on the ground? Weird. Yeah, it does an AoE, and it also has a chance of dazzling people, which is like blind but not quite as good. Oh, this is awkward. I guess we'll come at it from this angle here. I say AoE, but it's not actually AoE in the sense that the damage isn't AoE, it's just the target area for the dazzle effect. The damage, I believe, is just single target. Yeah. It also has a chance of panicking animals, which is a little bit annoying for me as a druid. Not yet, but it will be soon. It does matter for the mounted people as well. If you're on a horse and the horse panics, your movement goes down pretty significantly. Alright, the Night Watch here. Well, we're just gonna... keep moving into position. Everybody... Yeah, so the issue with being dazzled is that we don't get to retaliate anymore, which actually I guess is something that's worse than blind. So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're not going to be able to reach with a bow from here. Well, they have 3 ranged units. I don't really like funneling up like this. I guess this is what we're gonna do. We'll have you ready to flank, keep you in reserve. Out of range, it's fine. Yeah. So even though they're in range to attack us, they're still not moving. They're still not moving because they don't see it as a good exchange to start, and that's the correct decision on their part. I suppose I can briefly talk about the halflings, what it is about them. Their main gimmick is that they're lucky. Lucky gives them a chance of avoiding all damage from an attack. Now, to compensate for this, they also have physical weakness, so they die faster unless they're lucky. But their luck value is tied directly into their morale, so as long as their morale is, well, neutral, they get at least 10%. If they're really happy, it can go up to 25, and then you can have another buff that doubles it to 50 under some situations. So halfling armies, if you're playing as the halflings, you really need to focus on keeping your morale really high, because that compensates for your overall weakness. They also have this Lesser Mighty Meek ability, You can see a tier 1 unit will do additional damage to tier 2, 3, and 4 units. I believe all their tier 1 units get that. Yeah. This might be a mod thing, now that I think about it. The halflings are considered to be the weakest race, according to the people doing the balance mod. Alright, you can shoot. Okay, so if I move here, you are definitely going to attack me. Okay, well, if I only move forward one hex, your choice is between doing full damage by stepping forward twice, which costs you an attack, or standing back and firing 3 times at half damage. So we'll force you to at least make that choice. Alright, we're going to shoot. This isn't going to be very effective. But gets us some easy experience, and actually we'll charge you forward. So we did leave a gap in the line there. And yeah, if you want to attack the Ward Rider, that's fine. And if not, we'll be in range to attack the Jester next turn. Oh, I guess these are on wolves, actually. They could be panicked by the fireworks. Oof. Yeah, so you can see we were exerting no zone of control at all because we were dazzled by the fireworks. You didn't run out of range though, so definitely we want to have this guy. It's unfortunate that we couldn't move there and engage both of them because they cannot attack while engaged. Not at range anyway. Alright, I guess you're the biggest issue now to deal with. So, are you... Well, let's just do this. See what happens. Oh, nice. Okay. That's been dealt with. Yeah, the halflings, they go down pretty fast. Can we reach? We can. Okay. So this will kill unless you get lucky. And if you get lucky, then you have somebody else to try to finish it off. But making pretty good progress here. All right, so we did take a bit of damage. I don't want to do this fight in our current condition. So where do we want to go then? I guess we can go visit those Tigrans. Deal with that Tigran town. Yeah, that's probably the best thing to do. It looks like it has walls, so it'll be a bit of a pain to actually attack. Well, we'll go out there. I'm a little bit concerned that I haven't seen any bandit camps. Or necromantic circles, for that matter. 2 more turns still on that. Okay, upgrade your heroes. Stunning Touch. Attempts to stun enemy target, so they can't move for a while. Yeah, we're definitely taking that. Anything else at tier 3? Protections are not bad. Grabbing some random protections. Grab another point of defense. Dragon Slayer party, plus 3 damage to Dragon and Draconian. I think eventually you might be a leader in your own right, but for now... Yeah, I think we're gonna just take all of these resistances to get you a little bit of protection there. And then for our leader, as a druid, we hit level 3, we finally have a heal spell or ability. So we'll take Nourishing Meal, which can be used in battle to heal people, and outside of battle, it heals 15 health divided amongst the stack every turn. Alternatively, we could take Natural Healer, which just makes everybody heal 6 health per turn. In our current state, actually, because we have a bunch of people that are injured, I guess that's more useful, and then we'll take Nourishing Meal on the next level. But Nourishing Meal can be used in every single battle, too, though. So we'll do that. It's also a bit of a funny heal because you can cast it on somebody who's at full health, and they gain health above their maximum, so that's definitely worth doing. I don't know why it's letting me do Night Vision. I don't think that they will stack. I'm not going to bother. I will take... I'll take Defense, actually. Get our leader a little bit defended there. Alright. Now we haven't cast a spell with our leader yet this turn, so let's start summoning an animal. That'll be available next turn. And it's turn 6, so the brigands are going to be out and about. Hopefully we don't lose anything for that. Race Governance, level up. Excellent. So in this game, you can kind of just ally with every race. There's not really any penalty for doing so. But they do have a racial governance system where we get experience with each race depending on based on how much of that race we have. So because of we start with goblins, we're obviously going to get this first. And we have a choice between a combat upgrade and an economic upgrade at every tier. This one, the Untouchables, gain projectile resistance and sprint. Those are good abilities, but the Untouchables, I don't really plan on using a lot of them. So I'm going to go for this. Economic outposts and villages get +5 growth for every wetland hex in their domain. I'm going to take that. This is a permanent choice. It only affects my goblins. Now if we click on this city, and look at our population here, all of these should be showing up here, shouldn't it? Maybe it takes a turn. Yeah, if we look here, yeah, okay, maybe it takes a turn to take effect because it hasn't updated yet. But anyway, all of this is going to increase our goblin growth. Oh no, we're too big. That's what it is. Okay, because we're a town, because we just grew. Right, well, what we're going to do... Well, we're going to get one Swarm Darter, because I did want one of these. Then we're going to get the Goblin Settler. This is going to cost us 900 population, so we'll shrink, but then we'll gain the growth back right away. And this will let us expand, so that'll be useful. Alright, Tumaka's grown into a town. Summon Wild Animal... Actually, I should be moving with you first, since you're the scout. In case we decide that we really don't want to be coming down here with our full army. Grimbeak Crows and Carrion Bird. Guarding a Well of Soul. It's a pretty easy fight, but the Well of Souls is kind of weird. It gives mana, and also if you're playing as a Necromancer, it gives you growth. But it has an additional effect where you can drink from it to go to full health, but you become undead for doing so, which means that regular heals won't work on you anymore. The meal actually does work on undead. It's kind of funny that way. Alright, how... Oh, I didn't see anybody yet. I'm actually going to have to go all the way here. Greetings. Slightly good. Let's negotiate. They want 163 gold in order to have open borders. I think we're probably just going to attack them. It'll make the Tigrans dislike us. So if we did this is where we have to decide now, because your actions against each race are remembered by that race. So if we wanted to conquer them and convert them into a goblin town, then that would be it would be in our best interests to just we wouldn't care about the race happiness, is what I'm saying. Do you want Tigrans in our empire? I did say earlier that we're going to be going for an evil strategy, so I think we're actually just going to attack. And we can see, okay, just one cheetah, that's fine. I hope they don't actually attack, because I'm kind of out of position. Although, if they do attack, if they do bring out their whole army to attack this thing, I guess we'll have sacrificed this to kill the army outside of the walls. It's not the worst thing. Okay, summon. What did we got? What did we get? A tiger, huh? Baron's running. It's fast in certain certain environments, I suppose. Are these barons? No, these are plains. These are barons. Okay. So for the tiger, these baron tiles are like roads. What have we got in here? Ooh, 2 mystics and a sphinx. Good. Alright, I'm actually just gonna run off with this. I don't value the tiger. I'm just gonna. Oh, here's another army. Ooh, 4 saber-toothed chariots. Oh dear. Didn't realize that was also in the town. Okay, well the tiger's probably gonna die now. Oh, that's pretty nasty. Okay, that's a nasty setup they have there. Alright, and you're gonna run up this way to defend this town. 4 tigers, 4 chariots, that's pretty gross. Yeah, so auto, you did some damage. Oh, they came all the way down here. Oh, that's right, they are really fast. A little bit unfortunate. We did lose the Warg Rider for that. But on the other hand, we're now definitely going to attack these and take them out. Although 4 cavalry, I mean that is going to be a tough fight. Let's look skill to research. We just got Hunter researched. Alright, so I'm not interested in pushing that so much anymore. More research. It'll take a long time to research this, but it'll give us more research over time, so that's good. Razor projectiles for all my archer units. Could be good. Allows us to pillage cities faster. Revive instinct. Messes with enemy cavalry. Do I not have a... I don't have a combat spell, and I don't have a combat spell available here. That's a little bit unfortunate. Maybe Killer Instinct? 50% more critical damage and also everything Slayer. Actually, I think we'll go with Druidry. Get the spell upgrade. Alright. I was gonna go for the Settler right away. But I don't really feel... I don't feel very safe right now. I don't have a lot of units. So getting more... I mean, we did clear both of these. This should be fairly safe in this area. Okay, so we will. We'll get a Settler. Okay, yeah, there we go. See, we shrunk, but then all of these suddenly pop up with the population. Yeah, plus 61 growth. Plus 55 growth, rather, from the economic. It helps. Also, your first Settler is at half price. This has been absorbed. So we could get another untouchable here just to have some defense in the area. Builder's Hall would also be really good. It's gonna take a while though. Let's get one untouchable first. Okay, this is gonna be actually a really tough fight. It would have been better if we'd had that tiger and the wolf rider in this. I wasn't expecting them to have this big of an attack force. This is a city, so it is fairly developed, but we're definitely not attacking the city because we're just going to be too weak after this. Yeah, probable victory. That's lower than we usually get. They're just going to go for it. Interesting. An interesting thing these guys have, they have this Sun Spear ability, which they can throw. It doesn't cost action points, so they can move up close to you, throw the spear, and then charge into you, and still get the attack. Which is very unusual for a range attack. It's a short range attack, it doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but it has a chance of lighting you on fire as well, which is not fun. These are pretty nasty. They're, again, stronger than the Goblin Wolf Rider, which was my cavalry equivalent. Okay, you're in a lot of trouble there. You're gonna go here. Yeah, you can see their movement range is pretty ridiculous, too. Figurines are fast. Yeah, so you're probably gonna get hit pretty bad. In fact, you could get killed. Straight up, if you get really lucky. We do have the advantage of having pole arms here. You can see we do a lot more damage than they do. So, that's good. I could try to stun this. 55% chance. You... okay. You're gonna move here. Yeah, because you can't get all the way there. Oh, we do have that nourishing meal as well. It'd be really nice if this is max damage. So now the question is, do we just charge it with the butcher to finish it off? Or do we let it get its 2 attacks off? The Sun Spear. I think if we charge with the butcher's gonna get killed. I would rather take a hit on one of the heroes or on one of our more vulnerable units. So we're actually just gonna do this. Prevent him from running around and flanking. Actually, we're gonna block with the Marauder. So yeah, you could charge the butcher if you really want to. You're not gonna want to. So we should be fine here. Yeah, gonna. Interesting. Oh, you still have an attack, right? Are they gonna kill my leader? Yeah, you still have an action. Oh. Yeah, so... that was pretty nasty. And you 3 all defended. So you can't use your Sun Spear for a few turns. But... yeah, this is really not so good for us. So, thing that we definitely want to do, we're actually going to run away with the leader. Hold right and drag to change my orientation so that they can't flank me easily. And, oops, you're gonna heal yourself. I don't like attacking them while they're defended, but I don't really see myself having too much of a choice here. Unless I want to defend next to them. Which might actually be worth doing, because then... okay, this is a little bit risky, but... we're gonna do that to make this guy less likely to move. If we put you over here, you're less likely to be flanked. Alright, so now what we're going to do... Stunning touch. Stunned. Okay, very nice. So now you don't get to act for 2 turns. And that also means that we can move you here, we can move you here, and actually we could just start attacking this thing if we really wanted to. It's not actually a threat. So instead, we're going to drain an attack from this thing. Yeah. We'll just drain all 3 actions from this chariot. So we could keep attacking, but we want you to defend. So you can't move. I think this is good. Alright, no problem. Let's get our experience on the heroes, as usual. These are tier 2 units, so they're worth pretty good experience. Okay, do I want to kill it with a Marauder? Not especially. So since it can't see me, I'm actually going to move and waste a bunch of action points. That moves you out of the way. Oh, you don't actually have any moves left. Never mind. Alright, well... We'll get the kill there, and we'll get the kill here. Prioritizing the experience on the butchers. Alright, yep, so they got to level up. Oh, you hit Trooper. No, Veteran. Alright, it's Metal then Copper. Veteran is better. Yeah, so you got Armor Piercing and Volunteer. Just some nice abilities. +2 damage to armored units, effectively negating the benefit of armored. Being armored just gives you +1 defense, but it counts as an ability. So, there it is. Also, you're a volunteer, you're now half the upkeep cost. That's just a special goblin thing. A lot of their units have that. And actually, aside from our health issue on the leader, we're actually not looking too bad here. I don't want to take this until we have some more ranged weapons, though. So maybe we'll back up and clear this. First strike. They're weak, but... And oh, I did it again. Okay, if they come out and kill this guy, that's fine. And I should probably be clearing all this too. This is a game where you have to be really aggressive all the time, because your main issue is just not having enough time to do everything. Alright, let's summon another animal. Or, no, that's like the worst thing. Now, what we're really wanting to summon are spiders and serpents, because those have a special ability called Evolve, which... oh, this thing, the elemental there also had it. Evolving units, the way that works is you can level up if you get to gold medal status. So if I get a spider to gold medal status, it'll grow up into a larger type of spider. And spiders also have web, which is a stun ability, so they're fantastic. But the problem with the druid is that you are dependent on RNG for the most part. I think the only way you can control it a little bit is, I think if you cast the spell when you're on next to a water text and you cast it on the water, you're guaranteed a penguin. I think you can do that. I've never actually tried, but it would make sense to me. That's the only swimming enemy. Alright, well... We'll just clear this. It'll be the last fight for the day, I think. Oh. Dark Gift. Oh, I should have checked that. Oh, you have +2 damage and inflict curse on all of your units, right. Yeah, so the Grimbeak Crows, they're the basic scout unit for the rogue faction, or rogue class, so they're not that strong normally. Carrion Bird is this neutral undead, a neutral undead unit. Which is a bit annoying, but I know you guys are being very annoying here. Now the problem with flyers is that they can fly and flank really easily. So what we actually want to do for this first round of combat, well, you can only be attacked from behind here. So we're actually just going to kill you. Crows are not actually undead, so it's fine. I can bait them to attack the boar, that'll be good for me. I think... I would like to fire at these things, but I'd also like to heal myself. I think that my best play here, though, is to defend, to reduce the amount of damage that I take. Because... if I don't defend... yeah, you're potentially doing 20 damage, so... even with the heal from 15... we'll just leave it. The AI really likes going for your heroes. As you can see, if we had cast a spell or done an attack, all of these would probably be flank attacks. Although, since we opened ourselves up, and we have that issue. Alright, well... oh, okay. So we can finish you off. I guess it makes more sense to do it with you. Oh hey, critical hit. Caused by having good morale. Okay, unfortunate we didn't get the kill there, but I'm just trying to get some pressure off my hero here. You've already acted. 2 hits, this will kill you. Oh, you're actually quite injured. Yeah, and these things do have first strike, which is something I should have watched out for as well. Okay, well, I guess at this point it makes the most sense to kill you. Because that lets our butcher come down here. And I guess we'll just attack. Alright. So all our marauders leveled up in that fight. Not the most exciting thing, but it's okay. We definitely do not want to drink from the well. Becoming undead would be very bad for us. Alright, and the boar... and I don't think they're going to leave the village. So I'm going to use the boar... I'm just going to leave it here. And we're going to run for that and run through the territory on the next turn to continue scouting. I don't see anything else out here that I really want to fight right now. These are pretty nasty. The Wizard Tower is an incredibly difficult treasure site that you fight on an interior map. I guess I'll show off one of those probably in the next part. We're just gonna explore a little bit with him. He's invisible, which is nice. Yeah, just move some people. You're not invisible. I would really like to be defending that city, but I'd also really like to know what I have in the area to deal with. Okay, there's a monster lair. An eldritch pit, huh? And we can get to it going around that way. Oh, might as well just all the way up here. Oh, a watchtower. You're gonna defend. I got you mostly to deal with this. It'll be good. You'll be a good matchup there. No more casting points yet, and that's the turn. Alright. So that was going to be the second part of our Age of Wonders game here. We had a few casualties. That was a little bit less successful today because of the saber-toothed chariots, but overall I think we're doing fairly well here. Level 3 on both of our heroes already, and close to level 4 with the leader, which is nice. We haven't lost one of the butchers, which is also pretty good. So yeah, I will continue with this in the next part. I will see you then.